Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it took me so long, guys. There was a really bad glitch going on. So bad that I went on Twitter, X. I was like, hello, is there a glitch? Because it's weird. I was like, I just came off live and my system's acting really strange. I can't get into the studio. And you know how like when you're at work and the system's acting weird and you start messaging IT and then you find out that there's like a known problem or other people are having a problem. And when I saw that other people articulated kind of the similar situation that I was going through, I was like, okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's just the, can we rule out it's me problem? I just want to make sure it's not just me. That's the problem. As long as it's not just me, I'm okay with that. I just needed to know that I'm not tripping. And I have a hard time not know. Okay, so Bougie, no worries. We entertained ourselves. I feel like I saw there were some shenanigans in the chat. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I got caught up. There is if you watched my other channel, whew, why do I feel like I'm out of breath? Okay, when I rolled the music, here comes Lambo stealing something out the kitchen. I couldn't figure out what it was. Me and Farrah just chased him around the house. And then I had to put up a gate from the kitchen. So I had to gate off the whole kitchen because there's two entrances into the kitchen. So I had to gate those off. We have a gate. I have the door open to my bedroom, but I have a gate up. And we have a gate down the hallway. Like Lambo literally is not allowed to go anywhere. All he has access to is the living room and the dining room at this point. And don't feel sorry for him because honestly, our living room is huge. Okay. And he loves to sleep. He loves to lay on our well, it's not new, but it's a year old. Very nice round leather sectional that we have. And trust me, he's okay. But he's got a nice little carpeted area that he can chill right outside of our bedroom. But when I'm not around, I do not it's with the free Lambo thing. Free the family that lives here. Okay. I had to threaten. Me and Lambo had to have a talk last week. Portia was sitting around looking real sad, looking very much like I don't like my boyfriend. You know, like I don't know if they were having a lover spat or what. Anyway, guys, I know it was lunchtime. I know it's lunchtime somewhere. Oh my God. If you guys were on Love Lies and Lace Fronts this morning, we had a nice chat. If you guys want to chat in the mornings, come find me over at Love Lies and Lace Fronts. I'm dropping off at tennis camp in the morning. Miss Ma'am is having her lessons and I'm outside early in the morning in the car. And we had a nice conversation today for about a little hour and 15 minutes. It was very nice. Don't just Lambo's character. Lambo's character is just fine. He's a sweetheart. Like my husband's always like, Lambo is giving, like he says, Lambo acts like he's just happy to be here. You know what I mean? Like, you know how someone's like, hey, I'm so and so, I'm just happy to be here. That's what Lambo gives, is he's happy he's happy. You know what I mean? And yes, sir. He's coming in. As he was chewing those gym mats you have, like if any of you guys have gym equipment in your house or you put down those mats, just in case my husband's listening, he did take a big chunk out of one of the mats today. I was sitting here and I'm like, what are you chewing? And I look down and he's chewing on the mat. It's like, whatever. It's like, oh, anyway, he's a puppy. So we're gonna swerve up off of him right now. Anyway, we had a nice talk today. So catch me in the mornings. We're gonna be doing a little bit different lives for about the next week because this is a little camp. This is a little clinic that Farrah is going to. They used to call them tennis clinics, but it's tennis camp or whatever. It's like she's an hour and a half lesson in the mornings. So I'll be reporting live from the car. So if you want to catch me in the mornings, um, we're probably not going to be doing like that same format. So we'll just be talking about whatever in the morning at the at tennis. Okay. Catch Fran outside. Yes, catch me outside. In the computer. You don't have to come meet me. But this is I'm definitely not on that meet me outside. I don't even talk that mess. But yes, you can catch me outside in the morning. It was fun. Um, we had a nice morning. Oh, you know what? Did I even put up? I think I got caught up. Um, Somebody asked me about my DJI microphone, and I meant to answer that. If you're listening, the person that asked me about the mic that I was using today for my live stream, I have a DJI mini mic. I think it's a 3. It might be a 3 or it's a 2. Um and I will share that on my community post. It's an excellent microphone. It's good. It's very good. Anyway, we had a great conversation. Anyway, my bad, y'all. I was glitching. And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of winging it right now. I don't know what you guys want to do. I don't even know. I don't think that there's anything too new to talk about. You guys were asking me if Nesto was still in Fulton County or not. Um, as far as I know, according to today, he's still showing in Cobb. That's what I know. And you know what? I should have asked somebody. It was funny. I don't want to say any names. Gosh, how should I say this? Because this was funny. Um, so I had put in a request for something over at Cobb County, and they called me back today. Normally they don't call, but they call if they obviously have a question about like what your request is. Anyway, I said something and I said, yeah, I said, this is kind of a hot topic. And she goes, oh, you mean the strawberry letter? And I was like, yes. I said, are you following that? And she said, no, not really. She said, we are keeping, she said, some of us do kind of keep up on what's going on with Young Thug. And I was like, and we were talking a little bit, like, I was like, oh my God, it was so juicy last week. And it was funny because I don't really talk to them like that. They're always very, very, very professional. And not to say that they weren't today, because they're extremely professional. But I said, you know what? Another place, another time, we're gonna have to get all the way caught up. But I said, yeah, I said, I do blog. It's a hot topic, sir. And she said, yes, Mr. Williams with and she said with the strawberry letter. And it just was, it was funny. That's just a little bit of like the scream that I scrum. Like, okay, I mean, clearly these requests are coming because they know like we doing something with this information, right? Anywho, that was interesting. The people there are very nice. Shouts out to Cobb County. Um, hey Pam. Hey sis, how are you? I hope girl. I did not get to watch your report. I saw you out on the steps. Y'all, sis was out there right after court with Bishop Whitehead's people, the people that sued and I wouldn't say they got the ball rolling, but this is one of the stories that really helped convict this guy, didn't it? On some of his ill doings. But the lady and her son were out in front, and I got sucked into something. I got an alert for something else, another legal matter that I had to read. One of our YouTube mommies is back in court. She is being summoned for a lawsuit, a loan gone wrong. And I did not get to finish watching your report from in front of the courthouse. But she was so overcome with the support of the YouTube streets. Sis was about to cry. Okay. And Pam was looking very beautiful. So Lonnie said, we love you, Pat. It's Pam. Pam. We know Cortana and Siri like to play. with these names out here. But yes, it was good. I hate that I as soon as I saw your name pop up, I'm like, oh my God, I missed the rest of the report. So I've got to go back and watch it. But yes, so good. I've been watching from the bushes, the Whitehead coverage. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. Are any of you guys like me when you start to see some details about a good case or a good story, you start Googling to see what you can find, any extra information. I just, when I read what Mr. Whitehead, the bishop, was accused of doing out there, I was like, not to mention his house, the Paramus house. I went to Paramus Catholic Girls High School. So a little bit of a fun fact there. Those are some of my stomping grounds. Um, and even funnier, if you want to know something even more funny, any of my New Jersey people out there. So I went to Paramus Catholic Girls High School. When I went to school there, the janitor's name was Mr. Gandolfini. Okay. Gandolfini, as in The Sopranos, James Gandolfini. His father was one of the custodian janitors at my high school. And yes, and he worked there until he retired. So yes, little interesting facts about Jersey. But yes, I went to school in Paramus. So every time I hear Pam mention Bishop Whitehead's house in Paramus, I'm like, that's where my high school was, on Paramus Road in Paramus, New Jersey. A ton. I mean, in my hometown of Englewood, I don't even want to, like, hate to even say, because there's a lot. It's almost like, damn, really? Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, very much so. Um, yes, I love New Jersey. I absolutely love it. Anyway, guys, I have not I was going through the texts today, the emails. I'm still reading. What did someone ask about today? Somebody in the comments, if you're out here, shouts out to you, said, I'm new here. Who is Joe? Okay. I'm new here. Who's Joe? And I love people asking an honest question. Everyone here has not been here since day one, and we don't hand slap anybody for not knowing. So don't feel any type of way asking a question. Okay. We love that. So ask away. And I certainly appreciated sis asking and saying, hey, I'm new. Who's Joe? So Nesto has public defenders, and the public defenders have investigators. No, she said, who is Joe? So so I'm assuming that she is not asking about a caller who calls in once every blue moon. Pinky Pearls, I think you're asking about, you're mentioning Joey. Joey is a Bougie Gang person. No, but she asked who is Joe, and Joe is the investigator that works with Hannah and the public defender's office. I can't, like, I've been here, but get Doug and Joe something. Okay, so that got retracted. You guys, let me see. I'm trying. You guys, like, ask a question, then you take them back. I get Joe. I get Doug and Joe confused all the time. Doug and Joe. So I think Doug and Joe are the same person. Doug and Joe are the same person. Doug initially was the okay. So I'm gonna just say it like this. Don't ask me how I know. And I think I told you guys this once upon a time. I These people were he works for the public defender's office, and most professionals have LinkedIn pages, and you know what I mean, like, LinkedIn is just part of my general research, just coming from being in HR. Um Most professionals have a LinkedIn profile. Not everyone, but and it's not required, but anywho, Um, Doug and Joe are the same person. They are. So don't even be confused about it. Doug and Joe. Yes, thank you, Petty Betty. Doug and Joe are the same person. Joe actually, you know how like your name might be Bonita, Jolene, uh Thompson. And some people might call you Benita and some people might call you Jolene or whatever. You got two names. So yeah, it's Doug and Joe are the same person. I don't know why he told them to call like Joe wouldn't be obvious. But Joe would be an obvious middle name for someone who may have a name Joseph or something like that. I don't know. You use your middle name. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So that was a question. So yes, don't be confused. Doug and Joe are the same person. That's one. Number two, Joe is the investigator who works in the public defender's office. Um, Frandrew is what Nesto calls a frenzy. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm new here. What is the word franjou? And I say it franjou because it sounds like a bad French word, if there is such a thing, but it makes it sound funnier to me that it's a franjou, because it just the way he said it like it really meant something and it means absolutely nothing. Did we just get a new member? I feel like I'm seeing something over here. No. Okay. Maybe someone just renewed. Okay, Vic to the Veil, correct. Nesto does not like him because he can tell Doug ain't buying his BS and he is also not helping with well, look, this is where that comes in. I don't know that your lawyer necessarily has to buy your BS, but you need to pick a side. Like, am I defending, like, for instance, let's do a perfect example, Miles, right? Miles' attorney, I don't know what their conversations were, but maybe early on the lawyer surmised that there was no defense for this person. The defense was allowing the prosecution to put on a case and see if they were able to provide all of the evidence that they need to check all of the boxes and maybe pray that he gets as much leniency as possible or they screw up. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't necessarily have to have a strong defense to go into a case. I mean, sometimes the defense is just going to be, we're just going to let them prove the case or not prove the case. We've seen that many times, and we just saw that. They didn't even bother to put on a defense, right? So at the end of the day, Nesto is not really an honest person, is what we know. Nesto is on a need to know basis, and that's with everybody. If you're reading the love transcript of the book of Nesto, you will see that it's on some need to know basis. And if you are reading this, then you understand that he is duplicitous and he is very manipulative in his words and his actions. And he says what he needs to say to kind of get the results that he wants. Did you all hear Ponytail say Joe told her something? Joe told her something she sent him was useless, and she tried to argue saying, but it'll connect to other things. I read something like that. But so she thinks, I don't know. I think that this is a very complicated and complex case, and there is no way that they are going to be able to cover all of the minute details to the satisfaction of these people who have done absolutely the most out here. And they are going to, Sonia is trying to give him anything and everything, The fact of the matter that there are bloggers who are covering this case and people who are talking about it every day, once a day, twice a day, 5 times a week, um, 2 times on a Monday and 3 times on Sundays. Like at the end of the day, if that man did the things that they said he did and they have evidence for that, it doesn't matter who's talking about it. It really doesn't. And the fact that there are now text messages and communications where he is talking about information that is either supporting or not supporting his campaign, his marketing campaign. Come on now. For just as much as they want to say that people are ruining his case, he's ruining his own case. This man is trying to go whichever way the wind blows. He's trying to create marketing campaigns or campaigns to change the direction of what the internet's talking about, what it's not talking. If the people stop talking about Nesto tomorrow and he stopped getting attention and this case wasn't sexy anymore, not that I mean it's sexy, but you know what I mean? Like it's got energy, okay? He could sit there for the next 5 years because the office of Miss Fonnie Willis has moved on to another case. And that might sound like something you think you want, not till you're sitting there for another 5 years and wish you had some press on this case and that there was some public interest in it and that they're motivated to move this thing along because you got other things going on that are not going to move anytime quickly, which could be like, well, let me guess, I mean, YSL could end up being, it's obviously starting to be a problem. There's lots of things going on in Fulton County and they need a win. I would say the prosecutor's office needs some sort of a win. And whether it happens with this case or something else, I mean, that's just Nesto knows why he's in that jail. He's not in that jail. I didn't know anything about Nesto when he got arrested in July of 2022. I didn't know anything about him. Nobody was thinking about him. Only person who was thinking about him is that lady who hunted him down over to the jail 5 weeks later because his wife wasn't even checking for him. Okay. His wife wasn't even checking for him, but that mistress that I love your head, your toes, your toenails, your body, your hairline. I love the way you dress. I love the way you talk. I love your RV. I love your teeth. I love your breath. I love your nostrils. I love your ears. I love your RV. I love the way you lay me down on the couch. I love you. I love you on Monday. I love you on Tuesday. I love you on Thursday. I love to love you. I'm so mad. I don't want to come in between you and your wife. This marriage, it's not right for me to be in the way of a. It's like, damn. It's damn.
You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick. The mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do. That's
okay. If somebody doesn't, I mean, I don't know if anybody messaged Miss Regina Irene. Was it Regina Irene Edwards? If Miss Edwards didn't get a copy of, I know Miss Edwards might not be in Patreon, and Will Wooten might not be in Patreon, but I know. I'm telling you, if those people did not get a copy of the phone calls from prison PDF, baby, who is going to put their hand up and say that they actually on the YouTube street sent a copy to Mr. Will Wooten? I'm sure somebody did. One of the 646 of you probably the text is shameful. It's shameful. I'm sure I would not be surprised if Miss Irene, Miss Regina got a copy of that. Okay? The divorce lawyer, on Miss Strawberry's side, okay? And then Mr. Will Wooten, I'm sure he probably has those text messages, but I don't know. I'm sure they are laughing. They are laughing that this guy is such a fool. Okay. That was some ish. Sonya should have been writing in her journal or loose leaf notebook, not a global tel link text message that can be monitored and emailed out. I love that pimple on your left butt cheek. Yes. I love your rotten tooth way, way to the back. I have been skipping around and I'm more interested in the text with Shirley. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is quite interesting. Yeah. So you guys, I guess we're just gonna talk. Um, so interesting thing, you know, you guys may or may not know. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but Sonya went live on Instagram for about 4 minutes. She wanted to wish everybody happy Father's Day. All that told me is that sis was very bothered. Sis hasn't had 1 minute for the internet. But now you want to come to the internet because all your texts has been exposed. Like sis, you tell on yourself every time. When something drops on your ass, the best thing for you to do is damn, someone needs to come get that lady's phone. Go get that lady's phone, okay? Go get her phone because every time she does something very stupid, ma'am is bothered, very bothered, and she wanted people to know that she was going out. I had to laugh. Ma'am wanted us to know she was going out on a Saturday night. Sis, where are you going with two dogs at the house? You got two dogs. Aren't you keeping the strip club baby? You got the strip club baby and two puppies. Where are you going? Oh yeah, you guys are dropping you mads in the chat, okay? Where was ma'am going? Where does she think she was going? Sis was shame. Sis was embarrassed. And I would have been embarrassed and ashamed too if I was sitting up on here talking about I love the pimple on your butt. I love everything. Please have me. I'm worried about your wife. I don't want to look a certain type of way. Well, sis, it's too late. You look a certain type of way. You look you look all of the ways. All the ways that you could look, that's what it's giving. Okay. There's nothing that you can do about it. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. That's all I'm going to say. Like, that's all we can really say about it. It's very much giving embarrassing. Okay. Let me see what I can pull up over here. Hold on a second so we can get into some of it. But I don't have my annotations. Um let's start from the top. Why not? Let's for shits and giggles. Let's see what's going on here. Well, why not, right? Y'all, sis has figured out how to handle this. Can I get some applause in the Can I get some applause, please? Cuz I was very much challenged on the other day and I could not get this thing together. I was like, you know how you have like a brain freeze and you're like, how do I, how do I, why can't I remember how to do this damn thing? I was having a lot of trouble. So, you know, guys, I work a lot off of some positive response. So I was like having such a bad time trying to pull this up. And I think I wanted my annotations. That was the problem. Okay. All right, guys, let's get into it because I have a feeling that that's what you guys want. I know you guys love receipts. So let's be entertained for just a minute. Let's go ahead and get into some of it and let's kill a little bit of time. Um, let's see here. Let's unalive some time. Let me see. because I'm like, oh, I better not say that word because that's not good. Okay, here we go. All right. We're just gonna have to go. I feel like some of these we've read. Let me scroll down. I want to go to maybe like about the 17th. That was what I was reading today from May the 17th from the book of Nesto. This is what trips me out every single time. Good morning, love. Not everyone think you're guilty. Chin up. It's a lot of support for you. Bible lady visit Thursday. Bible lady visit is Thursday, handsome man. I love how when he was like, I'm really looking forward to your visit. And she was like, I'm not coming. Miss Naomi sent $100. Shouts out to Miss Naomi out there. Miss Naomi for holding down Nesto. Okay, sis. You don't have nothing else to do with your money? Okay. Okay, Miss Naomi. What do you guys think about Naomi, the benefactress? The benefactrice. Grammar's terrible. Chin up. Chin up, buttercup. What is that song? I smile. It's so hard to be. What is it with Kurt Franklin? It's hard to look something when you're down. I'll have to get the lyrics. It's you know what song I'm talking about. I heard you look cute. Now this was a funny comment to me. I heard you look cute. I heard you look cute. Who do you if you see somebody's man looking dapper and you already told them they look dapper, is it necessary to go run tell their girlfriend, the lady who loves them down, who loves them over down to the bar, down to the ambulance, down to the RV, down to the club, down to the apartment, down to the sneaking around, down to the marriage, down to the cheatation, down like she's holding him all the way down? Is it necessary for Bible lady to go and run tell ma'am that her man looked cute? Yes, you know the lyrics I'm talking about. It's so hard to look when you're down. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, but anyway. Okay. They can try in court, but YouTube is not evidence or proof. It's just gossip. I just love how Sonia has so much perspective in some of these text messages, how she's fully aware that she's side chicking, but you say she's a side chick on the YouTube streets, and she's like, oh my God, I'm going to sue you. I smile. It's so hard to, now I got to look up the lyrics. It's so hard to look up when it's down. Okay, let me smile lyrics. I know our good 504 would have had the lyrics in the chat pronto because our sis is good with lyrics. Okay. Hold on, let's see. I smile. I dedicate this song to recession, depression, and unemployment. Okay, here we go. I smile, even though I hurt. Smile. I smile, even though I hurt. See, I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile. Smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile. So smile. Okay? Kirk Franklin. Okay. Shouts out to Kirk Franklin with the inspirational lyrics. Okay. Those people are making up shit. Okay. They can try in court, but YouTube is not evidence or proof. It's just gossip. Those people are making up shit for the story to try making up shit for the story to keep going, all for clicks. That's why I wanted you to show your character and the person you really are. I love you. No, Joe's still on cases. He's going to try. You know how that go. We'll see you. Okay, I was only going to email your attorney on recent things. It's crazy how They are playing with your life. This is Sonia talking. That's one reason they need to get YouTube shut down. How are you going to get YouTube shut down? And I'm sure she may mean other things on whatever. I don't know. I'm seeing an attorney Friday in Cleveland regarding some things. Can he get your bond reasonable? I will. Who's the attorney in Cleveland who's going to work on some things? Nesto doesn't have like when she says I'm going to see an attorney in Cleveland on some things, that may have something to do with her trying to go get that old lady's house, her father's boo thing. I will try to work on that. I hope the election that's in November, okay, goes well. So is Joe off the case? We know Joe's not off the case. He didn't act like you were guilty in the beginning. His offices did as well. They gave me attitude because I was not letting up. The bloggers have most people thinking you're guilty. How do we have most people thinking you're guilty? I've never even said Nesto was guilty. Have I said that? Nesto has put himself in a position where he said to himself, he's looking at 400 years. I don't know what evidence those people have. I just know I've never seen someone in jail this long in this type of position. I don't think I have ever. If you can find where I said that Nesto was guilty, I would love to see it. It's I mean, anything is possible, but I don't recall because I don't know that Nesto was guilty. I don't think I've ever said that. I think that where there's smoke, there's fire. I think that they picked him up on a whole bunch of shenanigans, and clearly he put himself in a position to be in this position. Other than that, sis, good luck with that. That's okay. Joe said he believes you're innocent. That was the last conversation we had. I don't speak on that, but I did when he first took on the case and was acting like you were guilty. So it would be from a phone call with you. So I'm not sure. Joe said he believes you're innocent. That was the last conversation we had. I don't speak on that. Okay. I read the indictment aloud. I think we read this one yesterday. This is okay. I read the indictment aloud, and it appears they upgraded the charges and duplicated some. Anyway, this is when he talks about he's looking at 400 years, which Nesto admitted guilt, talking too much. He admitted he knew his lawyer was Erica. Well, not even that he admitted it. He he referred to a conversation when he was being arrested with the police officer stating that he wanted one of two numbers, and the one number that he wanted was his wife, and the other number was that he wanted his lawyer Erica. So maybe we're saying the same thing, but it wasn't even that he admitted to it. He freely asked for his lawyer, and he said her name was Erica King. Did you catch where he said bigamy was just a misdemeanor, so he wasn't worried about that? He's saying that he's guilty, Sonia. No, I didn't see that. Where is that? Is that after they read the indictment? Hold on, let me look. Can I search in here? I should be able to search in here. Annotations. Hold on, let me go look on. The man's ridiculous. Just one second, let me pull it up. If you know what page it's on, let me know. Let me see if I can find it. Bigamy. Oh, I see it on 425. I found it. 425 2024. Hold on. Uh, let's see. 425. 425. Okay, let's start from right before that. Chin up, no more surprises. This chin up stuff she likes to talk about. Okay, let's go with 425, guys. We are in the book of Nesto, chapter 425, 2024. And we are starting at, is it 10 in the morning? We're starting at good morning, love you. Good morning, love you. See, I'm not getting out no time soon. So did you send my books? Did you send the books yet? Today, my love. Good morning, babe. Thank you. I don't got court today. Okay, love. That's Melanie King's picture. Melanie King is such a freaking douchebag. I don't like her. She's absolutely disgusting. Melanie King is the one who was like buddy buddy with Kevin Samuels before he passed away. And she's the one who was like live. She was notified on air that he passed away, and she proceeded to have like a marathon live after she found out that he died, and people had like a real problem with her for doing that, um because she was supposed to be like his protege, if you will. And she's just weird. She had a very weird mommy channel once upon a time, mommy kid family channel, and she's a strange woman. She's strange, okay? Yeah, I don't like her, and I just don't like her. And last year when that whole thing went down with her and that guy, what is his name? Is it mediocre something? The guy, I don't even want to talk about those people. Is it MK is a pick me? Oh god, yes. She's not even a pick. She's like a save me. She wants to be Candace Owens so bad, but she doesn't have Candace Owens smarts. Candace Owens can be a bitch all day because Candace Owens at least has the smarts, the intelligence to back it up. And even if you don't agree with her politics, she's a smart woman. Like she's an intelligent woman. Melanie King is reading magazines and studying other people's talents and duplicating. She's coming from that school. She's coming from the just teach me and I will learn. You know what I mean? Candace is I think who Melanie King would like to be. She wants to be controversial where yeah, it's not giving. Okay? Yeah, Candace Owens she's a smart woman, period. You cannot take that away from her. No matter if you hate her politics, her point of view, all of those things. She knows she's abrasive. She knows she's she is an acquired taste. Period. I don't mess with Candace Owens like that, but I do respect that the lady is very smart. I just don't agree with her politics. You know what I'm saying? So I can deal with Candace Owens because she's not playing. Melanie King is looking to go viral. Melanie King is whichever way the wind is blowing. She plays what she's doing right now because that's what's hot on YouTube. When what was hot on YouTube was running around being a family channel, doing all of those things, that's what she's doing. In a couple of years, when it's jumping into vats of jello, that's where Melanie King will be. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Melanie King is a poser. Melanie King is where she's at the moment because that's what's popping on YouTube. Okay. Sorry it took me so long to arrive at that point, but that's what I mean. Okay. Candace Owens, that's her. Okay. She's Melanie is doing this because this is what Kevin Samuels told her to do. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, let's get back into it. I don't go to court today. Okay, that's Melanie King's picture. You were indicted today on everything but the grape and CP. They are trying to make it look like you controlled Erica and had her pretend to be a lawyer. You need to write me a letter regarding what need to write me a letter regarding that or send it through Doug. You should have spoken on the relationship of what you know about her because at this point she is testifying against you, putting all her shit on you, that you were the one that created the lie to pretend to be the lawyer. It's all a shit show at this point. They are trying to make you the fall guy. The internet is having a field day. Ask for a fast and speedy trial. Love you. So can you tell me why that would be our fault? If Erica King and Nesto had a thing going on, whatever that might be, business, pleasure, both, whatever, working, whatever that is. How does this whole, why does those shenanigans have to be YouTube's fault? Can you tell me? How is she okay continuing to associate with this man being charged? Well, Miss Kim, that's going to be a great question to ask her when she goes live. Oh, you look her up and you'll see. She's about as interesting as opening up a can of paint. Okay, just look her up on YouTube. I can't really tell you too much, but when you see the aesthetics of Melanie King, you're going to understand why um ponytail Paponi Ponytail finds her to be interesting. Okay. I don't know. I think she basically tries to, like I said, she wants to be Candace Owens so bad, but she's sitting doing reaction videos and just basically her reaction videos consist of her having her mouth wide open in disbelief and calling everybody stupid. Okay. And providing no commentary, no substance, no additional information, nothing. She follows the very conservative agenda because that's the playbook for the unpopular black female opinion, and she thinks that she's going to tits and ass and boop boopy doo her way to through YouTube. That's what she's going to do. Play cute and all those things, okay? That's why yes, mediocre, was it mediocre tutorials at MTR, the guy that she was involved in the kissing scandal, and last year the weird kind of, it was gross. I'll bubble up a couple of videos that I did on the matter last year. um Whatever. She's very, yeah, Candace Owens is smart. She's smart. And even if you don't agree with her politics, at the end of the day, um, she's a smart woman. You know what I mean? I don't, like I said, I don't really mess with her. She's not must watch for me. Every blue moon she may have a opinion on a matter that I might agree with, but fundamentally I would say 9 times out of 10, I don't really agree with that woman. But, maybe on some women's issues, potentially as it pertains to, team vagina, yes, maybe. On some women's things, yes. Overall, politically, I'm not interested in anything she has to say. You know what I mean? Um, okay, let's keep going, guys. Yeah, interesting topics that we are hitting on today. I agree. Her has no substance. Her content. It's not her original thought or thoughts. She's she is going. She's very much sticking with the red pill guideline. The men over there want to look at a beautiful woman with some tits. Okay. I don't want to say that tetas too much because I don't want my video flagged, but I'm just saying she's those people. Mm-mm. Okay. Mm. All right, let's stick with Nesto with them because that's a topic that can get us in muy difficulty. Okay. Yeah, couldn't get down with her content. Melanie does too. Melanie is on the outside of that because she's not smart enough to really hang with those people. She can't get into those conversations. So she'll do reaction videos on the aftermath of things that are hitting mainstream politics. And literally her reaction videos consist of her at the desk with her mouth open. Oh my God, guys, we really have to do something about this. This person is horrible. Fonnie Willis and like she'll just say a couple of things like, okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. Chin up, no surprises. You're okay. Where is the RICO? You said there was a RICO charge. And is there a court date set in the system? I'm not worried about the small things, more so the big ones. Okay. So Sonia broke to him. You were indicted on grape and CP. They're trying to make it like you controlled Erica. Okay, we read all of that. Ask for a fast and speedy trial. I love you. This was on 425. Damn. Chin up. No surprises. Where is the RICO? You said there was a RICO charge. And is there a court date set in the system? I'm not worried about the small things, more so the big ones. And shouts out to Vicky. Thank you for bubbling this up. So, what does Bible Lady say? I love how this is the voice of reason. What's Bible Lady say? Continue on the channel or not? And is Erica testifying speculation or something confirmed? Let me know when the discovery is available. Seriously, you're turning to her and you don't have a lawyer? What you need to do is be honest on everything regarding her. Do not protect her at all because she's out for self. You need witnesses that know her sister. Did you know her criminal records is nonstop since 1998? Do not say too much on her. They are looking for anything at this point. This is going to be a fight. Yeah, you're right. If you go back and look at the indictment and their history, you'll see that bigamy charge was nothing to do with me. Okay. Under the RICO, they just put old and new charges together, even things that are irrelevant or dismissed. Once I receive the discovery pack, I'll know exactly what I'm fighting. Until then, it's mostly speculation. You're right through you're right through in regard you're right though in regards to contacting her sister to speak on my behalf. I may not have Hannah as an attorney anymore, but we'll see how they go about it all. Typically, they'd appoint someone else. And lastly, what sort of response came from our lives? So I know how to go on tomorrow's. Finally, I just need so after he went and showed his ass, he was literally considering going back again. Finally, I just need to know about the books. LOL, you'll have to scroll back to get the info on sending them because we only have one tablet and I can't keep retyping the information. Have you sent the books off yet? I'll need to occupy my mind while I'm waiting for the paperwork to come my way. I'm sending them tonight. I was waiting on money, which I got today. Sis is so rich, she had to wait on some money for some damn books. Okay. I'm sending them tonight. I was waiting on money, which I got today. I also was offered a position in Miami. Several people messaged me and said they support you. So you're retired. You have mucho dinero. And then you're also going and getting a job. Don't sweat the lies. They have to prove them. The money that you're making is going to be the money that you're going to have to use to get back to Atlanta. Like, what's the point? You may as well just break even and stay still. You know what I'm saying? Don't sweat the lies. They have to prove them. And that office is known to lie. They can only win with lies. Why are they going to court lying if there is true guilt? Do not second guess speaking out. All of this happened the same day earlier. We just didn't know about it. So it was not because you spoke out and you only spoke the truth. They are holding out on the other two cases because that's their backup. Or they know, wait a second, sorry. Or they know we have proof of innocence. Keep speaking on your innocence when you call. The biggest question is when the judge called Erica out in court and she lied in front of you to the judge, that was what was going on. Why did you still believe her to be a lawyer? How did she become to represent you in court? Don't respond here. Okay, I love you. Are you going back to Miami for the position? I'm here for you first. I need you to be okay. Hannah, text me. Your judge is Dunaway. I love you more. I love you. I know you're a good person. Good morning. Thank you. I love you. Remember every moment of everything, every conversation, every meeting. Take notes. Discovery will assist in the 2009 charge because I know that one is a mystery more than others in the police report for ID theft. Let me see the other one about bigamy. Let me go try to find it. Um, just a second. What other records are referring to? We're just on the 8th and 9th. I know there's more because I was moving around a lot, buying gas, etc. I'm not concerned about the bigamy charge. It's only a misdemeanor. 42424. 42424 at 15. 42424 at 1514. 42424 at 1515. So let's go back to 424. So this is the day before. 42424 at 15 something. There it is. Okay. So let's go to the day before 424. What was the day that he went live with the calls? Was that 424? That was 424 because the next day was the indictment, wasn't it? Let me look in the system. Whew, y'all. I need a drink of water. Just a second. Hey, babe. Sarah? Can you give me cold water out the fridge, please? Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. Okay, sorry, guys. I need to get a cold water. My water got like yucky cold. Okay, 42424. Let's see. Okay. 424. Let's just start out. 424. SunTrust starts in September 2019. I need the name of place you wrote checks for in California in January. Did you have a bank card that month? Orange County, California, 2019. It's a place which sells old school Hummers. I believe I was under Wells Fargo account, perhaps at the end of December or January. I'm not sure if I had a bank card, but I know I had checks, and you can see about my checks I wrote during that time. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. one person I know for sure who's basically dealing with the same circumstances as me, but Sylvia should be looking into that as far as we know, right? He's he's whose info I sent yesterday. You're aware of the basics of his situation. So she sent something about something yesterday. I'm at Wells Fargo now. They charged you with bigamy, being married to more than one person. I contacted your daughter to get the divorce decree. Call Dion and have him get the info from Martha, and if your license to SS was ever filed. No one, why would they? I mean, let's think about this. How stupid is this? How much does she like? It's just the discrediting of Shirley for me. You don't think that the capital city of Georgia putting on a RICO for a known personality's husband, and they are saying that she's a victim of a bigamous husband, you don't think that they double checked the marriage license? You don't think that they would have just called out that the marriage was a fraud? He married her. He pulled a valid license. They got married, and he was not in a position to be married. So he committed a crime. It's like how whether whether let's just say they didn't actually file the marriage certificate, you still did an oath. You pulled a license and you did an oath. When you fill out the application, that's perjury. When you stand there and they tell you both to lift your hand and say, I promise under God in my country and blah, 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 I am in a free position to marry at will, and boo boo and bebe. And so help me God on the state of North Carolina and everything holy and all of the things. So God is my witness. Period. Amen. We'll be back in 3 weeks. Okay. That's a problem if you lie on that. Okay. It's a problem when you lie when you get that paper. It's a problem if you lie when you file that paper. So even if he did 2 of the 3 steps or all 3 of the 3 steps, you're still dead wrong. And it's just the constant pick me detective behavior of trying to make Shirley be a damn bad guy. Only thing Shirley did wrong was marry this fool. Okay? That's my opinion. Okay? Period. Thank you to the contributors. Thank you for supporting, ladies. I appreciate it. Orchid 661 $. Period. Thank you. And Vicky to the Veil. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you both for supporting in a financial way. It means so much. Okay. You guys, if you're here and are not subscribed to this channel, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Handle that business on some keep your legs closed to married men. That's where we discuss all things keep your legs closed to married men. So if you're new here and you find that to be a kiki, hit that subscribe and the notification so that you can be notified as soon as we go live on some keep your legs closed to married men, because that's a problem. Okay, it will get you embarrassed. It will affect your money. It affects your status. It affects relationships. It affects a lot of things. Keep your legs closed to some married men. Okay, because the married men that want you to have your legs open, they are going to bring you nothing but trouble. Okay, trouble and drama. A good man will never ask you to do that while he's got a whole wife at the house. If a man's asking you to do that with a wife at the house, run. Okay. Okay. So make sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up. Okay. And then let me drop my banner too. If you want to additionally, I mean, you can also join the channel to support, and you are also welcome to drop any love in the collection box, which in the form of a tip or anything like that. Support the channel by buying Bougie Gang merchandise over at lovelesandlacefronts.com. Okay. Look at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Let's get back to the text. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So he says, well, Sonia says, call Dion and have him get the info from Martha and if your license to Shirley was filed. No one could find it. Look on your documents for the filing date, any dates, talk in code. I'll have Sylvia text him what's going on. She said she was graped in the RV. Did you have the RV in January 2019? I'm going to go up on top of that word. Okay. Did you have the RV in January 19? It was, and was it in Georgia since you were living in LA at the time? We can have the lady you were actually with come to court to prove you were in California. Your statements show you being in California in December of 2018 and other months. He's pulling the checks now written in January 8th of 2019. We got him. I don't know what she thinks she's proving. Who's charged me bigamy? Who charged me bigamy? Fulton County, no new court date. They're trying to RICO your case to Erica. Dion sent the video to Sylvia. Oh, okay. So that's who sent it. Dion. So we've debunked that. This is what I knew. I knew he didn't send it to Sonia because he hates Sonia. So he sent it to Bible Lady. Okay. He sent it to Bible Lady and Bible Lady put it on the internet. Okay. All right, guys. Who sent the video to Bible Lady that she put on her channel for $500 or however much that thing costs? Dion. Okay. How is she putting me and Erica? How is she putting me and Erica together when I don't know anything about her situation? And how can she charge bigamy if a woman filed for divorce, not me? Nesto is a little special, guys. You know, he's a little bit on, it's giving slow. Makes no sense at all. And me not having licensed to Shirley makes no sense either. I gave you my SS, which is how you filed different things. Elaborate exactly what you're saying so I can understand. Elaborate exactly what you're saying so I can understand. I was only married in Fulton County once, so they can't charge me with anything not pertaining to their county. Can you believe it? Is this what he thinks? Because he was only married in Fulton County one time. You could go get married in damn Los Angeles. In the United States, it might be, I don't know if it's a federal crime. I don't know. But if you are married in another state in the United States, even though they may not necessarily have jurisdiction, if you are married in one place in the United States, you cannot be married to another human being in another state in the United States. Bigamy across state lines. I just love how he even has a thought about it. Bigamy is illegal in all U.S. states and is considered a criminal offense. It's defined as attempting to or having more than one legally licensed marriage at one time at the same time, People who are convicted of bigamy can face serious legal consequences, including fines and prison time. Example, in California, bigamy can result in deportation if the conviction occurs within 5 years of being admitted to the United States, or if the person already has another conviction for a crime involving moral turpitude. In Florida, bigamy is a third-degree felony and can result up to 5 years in prison. In the case of bigamy, ordinarily law of the state where the bigamous marriage occurred has jurisdiction to prosecute the crime. So if you were married in California and now all of a sudden you go get married in Idaho, Idaho is where the bigamy charge would be. That's what that means to me, right? If you get married in New York and then you all of a sudden end up in Georgia, Georgia is going to accuse you of the bigamy because you did the bigamy. So the bigamy happens when you are marrying that next person. The initial true marriage is the true marriage. The bigamy takes place where the bigamy takes place. So whether it's a county for county or state for state, once you break the law by trying to take another lawfully wedded spouse, you have committed bigamy in the place where you are committing the fuckery. Okay? Does that sound right? Girl, we all gonna be lawyers at the end of this. We all may as well and go ahead and do this damn thing. Okay? I'm feeling like, my God, we are figuring this thing out. Okay? Woo! Okay, let's keep reading. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, we are figuring this thing out. It's mind-boggling, but we're learning. Isn't that wonderful? I love to learn something new every single day. I think that's a gift. Okay. How is she putting me and Erica together when I don't know anything about her situation? And how can she charge bigamy if the woman filed for divorce, not me? Makes no sense at all. And me not having license to Shirley makes no sense either. I gave you my SS, which is how you filed different things. Elaborate exactly what you're saying so I can understand. I was also married in Fulton County once, so they cannot charge me with anything not pertaining to their marriage. Fulton, I ask again if you think what we did last night helped, seeing that this new stuff popped up overnight. Just so he thinks that because he went live, they went ahead and dropped the indictment on him. I don't think that had anything to do with it. It's just he's just unlucky like that. Okay. Or what are your thoughts once you get the information that I was in Atlanta? The timestamp won't align with the grape allegations timestamp. I told you they're trying to do me the same way they did old boy I explained to you about. And now I know they're reading the messages because when we spoke on the marriage license stuff, they mentioned it later and that was only talked about on text. Now nobody will be answering my calls after what you're telling me. The devil is trying to attack from all angles now. Now I see why she filed for divorce because married people cannot testify against their spouses. He thinks Shirley is out to get him, y'all. Girl, it's a cliffhanger. It's the conundrum of moronic moron thought processes and two idiots in love. Okay. Dion told me he was going to send it to her. Also said he's sending some money. That'll ever happen. Shake my head. Tell Bible lady keep blowing him up. I don't think he understands this is life and death. She got it. I have the checks from 2019 and I'm sending off for the other records now. What other records are you referring to? Were they from the 8th and ninth? I know there's more because I was moving around a lot, buying gas, etc. I'm not concerned about the bigamy charge as it's only a misdemeanor. Well, considering that they're saying that you're damn Casanova out here and Don Juan, it does matter because that's the beginnings of you and your scamming women ways. It's another franjou. Um, she has the video. The daughter she was talking about in court was supposedly wrote a letter. Tell her not to release that video until I give her the green light. Have her also get the video of my patrol car being totaled. This will show my character towards women, how I didn't press charges for damages to my business vehicle. He is, baby. It was my company name all over it sitting in an impound lot. I'm happy you're responding promptly as there are 40 people sharing this tablet, the only one working. I mean, at the end of the day, don't you have insurance, sir? Like, don't you have insurance on these car vehicles? Yes, we're on it looking for Martha's number. Is it in your contact? I have Nikki's number from 2001. No, I don't have her on my contacts. If you look on the documents for filing divorce, the contact number should be on it. Dre might also have her number on Facebook. When me and Shirley were married, she was there for us. Dre can attest to it. My youngest daughter was Flower Girl. It's on my Instagram. Dre can attest to it. My youngest daughter was the flower girl. Really? Interesting. So one of those little girls was Sheridan's daughter. Well, Sheridan's daughter may not have even had a daughter at that time, right? Sheridan's daughter could have been a baby back then. Because Sheridan's daughter would have been very, very young. Okay. No, I don't have it in my contacts. My youngest daughter was the flower girl. It's on Instagram. Are they attempting to add Rico this or next month? They've been threatening that for almost 2 years now. Do you think last night's activity hurt or helped me? Because they knew about, hold on, they knew about none of what you're saying until today. No, it didn't hurt you. Them nosy ass bloggers. Girl, my book is going to be called Them Nosy Ass Bloggers. If I write a book, it's going to be called Them Nosy Ass Bloggers by RealTalk Bougie. Okay. No, it didn't hurt you. Those mosey ass bloggers was the ones that dig up the marriage shit. That wasn't me. That was, we all know who that was. And at the end of the day, that, look, everybody has their talent, and sis from Chronicle Speaks got that tea. She got the TT. Okay. Which you weren't knowing still married at the time. So no worries there. You were told y'all were divorced. Can't trust females at all. Oh, Edith either. Okay, Edith, if you're in the bushes, sis talking about you. That's right. He said that's right. RICO charges is in the charges. No indictments. What day was I argued with? What day was I argued with that? Oh, excuse me, y'all. What day was I argued with that exactly? If it's a charge, I'll go back to Fulton Court to be processed, and the other month for the bond hearing, I'll probably be assigned to another lawyer, though. March 8th, when we last went to court. Love you. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry. Okay, love you. What are you doing? Don't get discouraged. You're innocent. What is your daughter's name that came to Miami when I was working on my bar? Wait, hold on. Just a second. All right, this part right here, I feel like I have to kind of keep off the screen. I had a feeling this was the one. So, Alasia is our play daughter. Okay, I'm taking this off the screen because they mentioned a name on here that is that is something I don't like. It's not gonna be on my screen. Okay. Alasia Alexander, which we've all heard her name, aka Dominique, it was our play daughter, lived with us for 3 years, but we call her Dominique. That's the one the daddy gave the money to because he didn't trust his daughter. That's the one the daddy gave the money to because he didn't trust his daughter. The victim, the grape victim, was very jealous of her because her father favored Alasia. So I think the T is This was news to me. I'm just now finding this out. But it appears, if this is correct, Alasia Alexander and the grape victim, are they sisters? Like, is that Vicky? I don't know if you're still watching. But so listen to what he says. I'm not going to say the name, but you guys know we've called this person the victim, the grape victim. So Alasia Alexander, um, she was our play daughter, lived with us 3 years, but we call her Dominique. That's the one the daddy gave the money to because he didn't trust his daughter. Grape victim was very jealous of her because her father favored Alasia more. Now, I don't know if they were sisters. But if that was her dad, I don't know. I don't know all this. I've never engaged. I mean, I'm telling you, all the people in my family lived with their appropriate mom and dad, maybe their grandmother here and there, but all this swapping of kids stuff, I don't even know what's going on in this world. I'm going to be quite honest with you. So Alasia lived with Nesto and Shirley allegedly for 3 years. She was their play daughter. That was the one that that's the one the daddy gave the money to because he didn't trust his daughter. So maybe that wasn't, I don't know. Grape victim was very jealous of her because her father favored Alasia more. And no, she didn't run off with any money, had no reason to. She was a respectful young lady under Shirley's wing. She already had money from her family's estate stemming from an accident her mother was involved in. I have not spoke to her in 2.5 years after we all went our separate ways. And no, I did not have RV in 2019. It was in Dallas on a lot after I sold it to someone who was a buddy of mine. Now, he allegedly now in 20 well, that wouldn't have been 2019, the Melvin Stokes. Um, I don't know. I mean, this was news to me that Dominique lived with him and Shirley, and Dominique was up under Shirley's wing, and Dominique had something to do with the grape victim, and that the grape victim was jealous of Dominique, and all of this intercommingling. And then it was quite possible that Nesto had some sort of menage. Um, or relationship, like menage. Yeah, he had a sexual relationship with this woman, this young lady, and also later she accused him of grape. So it's weird. This is a very weird. I don't know what Shirley knew was going on up under her house, but all these little fake daughters, all these little play young ladies around the house. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No turkey, no ham, no biscuit. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy talk, right? Y'all, I'm getting tired. All this reading. Let's see. Let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you, Vicky Boo Boo. But think about it. He was creating play daughters to flaunt around Shirley and mess with on the low. Nesto tries, so don't know about them being sisters. He wouldn't care. I tell you what, once upon so I know, I'm gonna say it like this. I know of a auntie who used to have her nieces come for the summer, and they were very cute, very, cute older teenagers, like 15, 16, 17. Not older teens, but teens nonetheless. And her lecherous husband would always say weird things, but luckily the girls always stayed close to their auntie and nothing ever happened. But it was one of those like, oh, yeah, handsy, or always make comments and things like that. But look, you just, it's just not good to have a bunch of girl, like some men are just not suited to be in the company of young ladies. Like they're just weird. They're just weird. I mean, they're just weird. That's all I can say. I don't want to say too much, but they're just weird. Okay. You guys follow me? You know how there's like that weird uncle, that one uncle that's like, stay away or make sure you got your robe on or you never catch yourself alone because you already know he's weird and you always catch him looking at you weird. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. Nesto might have been that type of person around the house. That wouldn't have even introduced that type of energy if I already knew. But some people are oblivious. But I'll tell you this. Um, the marriage lasted for a good amount of time, but girl, Auntie went on to get married and was married like a whole nother 25 years. Okay. Sis did not play. Okay. sis sis got divorced and got married and had a whole nother 20-year marriage. So that ended up being a wrap. You know what I mean? I think he ended up marrying someone from the store that they owned, but yes, creepy yoki. Okay. Anywho, girl, girl. It's almost just like and sometimes nothing ever happens, but you have to know that you have to protect, you have to kind of, you don't want to look, I'm not going to go ahead and leave like a steak on the table and think Lambo's not going to go get it because Lambo's going to be a dog, right? That's what he is. He's fair. I mean, not fair. Portia is a very nice dog. She's not gonna go, but she's still a dog though. You know what I mean? I need to trust that she's going to give in to her instincts. And if you're dealing with a creepy yoki type man, creepy yoki men do creepy yoki things, right? Okay. I think, but think about it. Yes, I agree with that, Vicky. I certainly agree. We're gonna finish up the text from 424, and then I'm gonna let y'all. We will open the doors. Okay, the doors will be open. Whew, sis, out of breath. Okay, hold on. And it might be that my allergies are kicking in. I'm not really sure what's going on today, but it might be allergies because I'm feeling like I'm a little bit out of breath. Just give me just a minute. Let me get to my screen. Overcomer, thank you so much for the generous offer. Um, darling, I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you for making it do what it do in the supporting department, supporting this channel and gifting a friend. Okay. That means so much. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get to my monitor so I can actually see what happened. See, hopefully I can still catch it. Let's see. I don't know what to think about that. I read that last night and I wasn't really I was trying to decipher what that actually meant. Were the grape victim and Alasia sisters? What did Alasia have to do with that girl's father as to why Alasia was jealous or why the grape victim was jealous of Alasia? Like, how did that? I'm still trying to understand the riddle in how he explained that. I am Blueberry Muffin, Tina O, Brown Eyed Girl, Strawberry Tiger, and Camille H. Guess what? You just got gifted. You just got gifted. Boom. And thank our good sis Overcomer. Okay, Overcomer, thank you. All right, let's get back to this. Um and that's it for 424. Okay, well, 424. I'm going to read it one more time. Alasia Alexander was our play daughter, lived with us 3 years, but we call her Dominique. That's the one the daddy gave the money to because he didn't trust his daughter. So the $100,000, is he saying that the daddy gave the $100,000 to Dominique? That's the one the daddy gave the money to because he didn't trust his daughter. The grape victim was very jealous of her because her father favored Alasia more. And no, she didn't run off with the money, had no reason to. She was a respectful young lady under Shirley's wing. She already had money from her family's estate stemming from an accident her mother was involved in. I have not spoken to her in 2.5 years after we all went our separate ways. And no, I did not have RV in 2019. It was in it was in Dallas on a lot after I sold it to someone who was a buddy of mine. The next message was from Sonia at 22:25:54 on 424, and it says good. Wait, hold on, let me show you. And it says good. Call. And that's it. That is 42424 from the book of Nesto. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the readings on today. Okay. On some close your legs to married men. Thank you, Dr. Cassie. All of this, if only she would have closed her legs to married men. Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, there were some opportunities all the way around on some close your legs to married men. And it's unfortunate because I'm sorry, I stand by it. You can't, there is nothing but some trouble on some if you don't keep your clothes, the legs closed to some married men. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Anyway, guys, y'all, whew, sis tired. Awesome reading. Thank you. Ooh, baby. I'm just gonna put on here. We did 520. We did 424. I'm gonna go back and annotate the sections where we did the dates. That way we can try to keep up with what we read because damn, this is like 221 pages of foolishness. Okay, all of these women, legs or mouth, period. Okay, guys, you guys are awesome, amazing, everything and all that. And I enjoyed today immensely. If you enjoyed today, go ahead, make sure to hit the thumbs up for me. I appreciate y'all so much, everything and anything. And I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm like exhausted. If anything pops up, I will get back with y'all later on. I wanted to get over to OSIP and talk about what happened over on Foxhole and do some gossiping. If I do, it is not going to be with any visual aids. We're just going to have to talk about it and wing it and maybe old school, put the phone up to the thing. I do not even know. But if you guys want to join me over on OSIP, go ahead, make sure to subscribe so you can be notified as soon as I go live. And when I do go live, I'll share it over here so you guys can come join us. And it may have to be in the early morning. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how I feel. But all of a sudden, I've been overcome with like, girl, go lay down. Still is going to be surprised who testifies against him. He's going to be. Guys, get the conversation going in the comments. I appreciate y'all so much. If anyone who's new here, don't be scared. Ask if you have a question. Me or someone else, moderators, a good friend, Bougie Gang will come through and help you out. There is no shame in this game. If you're new here and you enjoy it here, we're happy for you to be here. And if you have any questions, number one, hit the playlist. That's what I'm going to say. Hit the playlist, scroll the community wall, get into the videos because we can't give you everything, but everything is here for you to get into. Okay. And if you have some questions along the way, of course, you know what I'm saying? Of course, period. But get into the playlist, start from the bottom and just work your way up. Because we got here one video at a time and you gonna get it one video at a time. And it's worth it because it's very, very juicy. It's very, very messy. It's very, very full of the fugazi and fuckery. And if that's up your alley, then you're going to enjoy it very much. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. We had such a good time today. But yes, sis Sis Tad. Okay. Like a good secretary. Okay. Whew.
You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick. The mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do. That's
Name calling is what y'all do. Okay, guys, have a good one. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye. I think I'm going to play a Love Lies and Lace Fronts outro.
Rounded. Hey, love is everything.
The boy is mine.
To care for. Maybe all you need's a shoulder to cry on. If that's a fact.